Hello and welcome to Simon Says Artwork. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I make a crazy colour blast image using a tissue box that I cut a rectangle out of and a black pen to finish off the doodle. And that's pretty much it. So okay, let's get started. For this drawing, I remember it was such an experiment that I just thought if I do it on the back of a tissues box that I'd cut out the rectangle and just try to start applying this marker pen, coloured markers, kind of felt tips almost, these different puddles of colour and shapes, and just with no finish in mind really, just if I had enough different colours. I didn't even know what the colours would look like out of the pens because I used them so little up until this point that it was all a bit mysterious to me, and I thought maybe this won't work because all the colour looks quite flat. It doesn't really look as vibrant as I'd imagined it would, and some of the colours started to blend together, and I just wasn't sure if this was right or not. And I say right, it's not as though I had any expectation. It was just as you're trying out these things that you're not sure how it will work, you can become a bit disheartened. And I just thought, well, it's, you know, at least it's got some sense of perspective because it's blasting out at either corner in that direction. So it could be something quite interesting. But I knew that if I go in with a black pen that I could really add something to it, because all of that is quite light still. It's all mid-tone. And if you squint your eyes, it's all about tonally equivalent. I don't think there's much darker aside from some of the blue maybe. So when you add black, you're really adding darker tone. And to start outlining parts of the colour puddles really creates something which wasn't there beforehand, and starts to suggest shape and form and direction and dynamism to something which it just wasn't looking like that without the black to really heighten the movement of the piece. And I should have done more of these. I did one other one, but it wasn't a motion piece like this with lots of hatched lines to suggest that it was exploding or being pushed at either corner. It was something where I did it as though it was I'd drawn something like a landscape that was all coloured rocks, and I gave that as a gift to someone, and soon after they'd cut it up into pieces to use for something else, which is fine. As soon as you give something as a gift to someone, that's up to them how they use it. So I wasn't actually too bothered, but I just thought they mustn't have thought it was that good if they just thought I'll cut this up into pieces. But yeah, for this one I thought this is actually going in quite a nice direction here. And for some reason, I don't have the last part of the video where I colour in that last corner, but never mind, I've got the image here. So this is what it turned out looking like. And I thought it was quite nice. I really did appreciate the experiment, and I think I should do more of that again in the future. So yeah, let me know what you think, if you have done anything like this or if you liked it. Okay, so that is the drawing done. Now, things like that I will try to repeat in the future because I think that was quite successful to an extent, and I think it'd be quite interesting to see where that could go using different materials, maybe paints and then an inked pen on top of that, but just a little bit more experimentation, and I think I could come up with something which is a bit more of an interesting, well then again, that was quite interesting as it was, but I think more of that type of thing would be quite nice in the future. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.